Everybody want to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Defending champion Aryna Sabalenka will be out for revenge when she takes on American teenager Coco Gauff for a place in the Australian Open final. The Belarusian lost out in a thrilling US Open final in September after Gauff fought back from a set-down to triumph. Seeking to retain the title, which represented her first major title 12 months ago, Sabalenka has been in devastating form in Melbourne. After the US Open, I really wanted that revenge, said Sabalenka. It's always a great battle against Coco, really great fights. I'm happy to play her and I'm super excited to play the semi-final match, the 25-year-old added. She's moving really well. Everything you do on the court is coming back. She's a great player, and I'm really excited to play her. That match will begin at 8:30 Greenwich Mean Time on Thursday on Rod Laver Arena, and the winner is guaranteed to face a player who has never reached this far at a Grand Slam in Saturday's showpiece, with Chinese 12th seed Zheng Qinwen and Ukrainian qualifier Aryna Yastremska contesting the biggest match of their respective careers in the day's second semifinal. After her US Open final loss to 19-year-old Gauff in New York, an emotional Sabalenka was seen smashing her racket against the floor on the way back to the dressing room. But the second seed has responded to that disappointment in emphatic fashion on her return to Grand Slam action in Melbourne, where she is yet to lose a set and has conceded just 16 games across 5 matches. The longest Sabalenka has been kept on court is the 71 minutes it took to dismiss Czech 9th seed Barbara Krejcikova in the quarter-finals, as she efficiently extended her winning streak at Melbourne Park to 12 matches. She has now reached the semi-finals at her past 6 Grand Slam tournaments, and 8 of her last 10 since reaching her first at Wimbledon in 2021, a level of consistency at the sport's top level which she has put down to a change in mindset. I'm not getting crazy on court, I'm not rushing things. I'm just playing point by point and that's it, fighting for every point without overthinking about my dreams, Sabalenka said. I just decided at some point I needed to figure out by myself how to start controlling myself better. I think that decision was the biggest decision for me, and I started actually taking responsibility for everything I'm doing. Gauff landed her first Grand Slam title with her stunning comeback against Sabalenka to win 2-6, 6-3, 6-2 in New York, delivering on her potential in front of an expectant home crowd. Entering her first major as a reigning Slam champion, the 4th seed cruised into the Australian Open last 8 but scraped past Ukraine's Marta Kostyuk in 3 sets to set up a tantalizing semifinal. The 19-year-old, who has won both Slam semifinals she has contested, said she hoped to have got the bad match out of the way before preparing for a 7th meeting with Sabalenka, having won 4 of the previous 6. You do feel like you're the one to beat, and I feel like people step on court and they play more free and want to play their best because there's no pressure, said Gauff, who finished runner-up at the 2022 French Open following her other previous semifinal appearance. I definitely feel a little change. But also, at the same time, when I was young nobody wanted to lose to a 15-year-old, so I felt people played really hard then too. Zheng and Yastremska will both be in uncharted territory when they follow Sabalenka and Gauff's rematch on Thursday. The 21-year-old Zheng, set to move into the world's top 10 following her comeback quarterfinal win over unseeded Russian Anna Kalinskaya, is through to the last 4 at a Slam for the first time 10 years after compatriot Li Na triumphed in Melbourne. But while Zheng also reached the last 8 at the US Open, Yastremska's previous best performance at a major was a run to the Wimbledon 4th round in 2019. Yastremska, 23, is the first qualifier to reach the Australian Open semi-finals in the women's draw in 46 years and will start as underdog with a rank of 93. It's nice to make history. It's something new for me and for my generation because the last time it happened it was a long time ago, Yastremska said. After setting up their semi-final encounter, Zheng said, it doesn't matter if she comes from qualifying. Right now, the people who arrived to the semi-finals, they all have a super level in this tournament. I think there's a quote, it's not easy to get to the top, but easier to get to the top and harder to stay there. The goal is to stay here as long as possible and keep going upward.